What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. All right, so we've got some issues here. Hold on. Just getting myself settled, just getting into the news of what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys and the situation. Um, the Amari Cooper move is beginning to look dumber and dumber the longer we get away from it. Now, you can look around with the Cowboys situation that right now Connor Williams is looking like ass in Miami. Lyle Collins says he should be able to practice before the start of the season, and Randy Gregory had shoulder surgery and hopes to be ready for the first game. 3 out of the 4 moves seemed like they were prudent moves, but right now we have CeeDee Lamb is the only wide receiver who has caught a touchdown pass on the team. Now, you do have Dalton Schultz, who, of course, has caught touchdown passes, but that's a tight end. But let me say again, the only experienced wide receiver that's caught touchdowns for the Dallas Cowboys is CeeDee Lamb going into his third year. Now, that's not to say that we don't have some good players, but one-handed catch in the end zone does not make a great wide receiver. Sorry, it's been a long day. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, and it is about 11:30 on the East Coast, and basically I've gone coast to coast, so I am a little bit tired here. But CeeDee Lamb is still coming into his own. That's not to say that Vasher might not be a great receiver, that Jalen Tolbert might not be a great receiver. Hell, Semi will. But I tell you, if you're Jalen Tolbert and Semi Fuco, you're breathing a sigh of relief right now because you pretty much now have almost made the team. There is a lack of receivers here. We went from being one of the deepest teams with wide receivers now to having a need. And here's where the Cowboys may be kind of screwed and maybe need to look at other receivers. Sometimes you do things and they come back to bite you in the ass. This may be one of those ones that you're starting to look around. There's not a lot of great wide receivers that are out there. DK Metcalf as well as Debo have all signed their big deals. Devontae Adams, he's signed his big deals. There's not great playmaking wide receivers out there. One guy that's out there that you could probably plug in and actually do some good things with would be Cole Beasley. Now, he is not the be-all, end-all. He is a stopgap guy right now. In fact, let me look at Cole Beasley's numbers while I'm sitting here, because I'm not sure exactly what his numbers were last year with Josh Allen. But here's the thing that's interesting about free agents. And we always look and say, oh, we need to sign this guy and that guy. Free agents typically have about a 2-year shelf life, because after 2 years, they become too expensive and you don't get what you thought you were going to get. Now, Cole Beasley, the first year in Buffalo, 967 yards, 4 TDs. That was really good. Last year, 693 yards, 1 TD. It's not bad. 82 receptions. Here's what's crazy. The year before was 82 receptions for 967 yards, 11.8. Last year, boy, that's almost Jason Witten depth-wise. 82 for 693. Ooh, wow. Catch percentage, 73%. I don't know if the Cowboys will sign anybody. I think the Cowboys believe, as Jerry Jones said, that, if I thought that writing a check was going to be the difference of us winning the Super Bowl for any amount, I'd write that check. Well, here's what we know. Wide receiver to start the season is going to be shorthanded. Our offensive line, I know that they say that Josh Ball is looking good right now behind Tyron Smith. And Matt Lewinsky may need to have shoulder surgery. Tyler Smith bulldozed over Tristan Hill today. He looked great, which is nice to hear. And it's beginning, people who were pissed off about Tyler Smith are now warming up to that pick. That's the thing about the Cowboys is it seems like every time we do a first round pick, everybody's pissed off about it until they actually get on the field, and then they love it. But if Tyron Smith goes out or we have another injury on the offensive line, we are in the same position we are with the wide receiver. Linebacker, I've been concerned about that, but having Jabril Cox is coming back helps. But again, all of these positions, you look at it and say, we don't have much room for margin for error. And we've only gone through the first day of padded practice here. It's 17-game season. And this is where Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones need to understand, you don't want to spend that money, but if you're talking about trying to win a Super Bowl, you got to have a little bit more depth than what you have with a wide receiver, one wide receiver that's ever caught a touchdown pass. Now, on the flip side of this, if Tyler Smith is that road grader, great. Tyron Smith is truly healthy and can stay healthy, even better. If we can come out this season, much like we did in 2014 when Tony Romo couldn't get the ball downfield to start early because he was injured, if we can run the football and get back to being a balanced offense, that'll make it easier with these wide receivers who don't have much experience. But we're going to need to really run the football. So in some regards, Jerry Jones was right. Zeke Elliott's going to need to be a feature, but so is Tony Pollard, because now Tony Pollard is also going to have to play more wide receiver duty. We'll see tomorrow what everything looks like. I can't wait to get out to practice. We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that we love. We talking about practice. But practice is where champions are made, and we need everybody's hands out there. I appreciate everybody being here. Shout out to everybody that came in on my live stream. Like I said, it's been a trying day getting here and so on, so I haven't been able to catch up with all the news. I'm working on that right now. But tomorrow is a new day, and basically I got 3 extra hours because my body is still on East Coast time, which is why I'm kind of like, my eyes are bloodshot right now because they're like, it's bedtime for your old dad. You know that, right? But we're going to get some work done, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. I appreciate you guys. Peace.